Trump calls on Republicans to scrap filibuster rule and shut down standoff. But Trump, I thought you said after you got your big, beautiful bill, you didn't need Congress anymore. There was no need for it. So there's no need to end their continual recesses. President Donald Trump has called on Republicans in the U.S. Senate to scrap the filibuster rule in a bid to end the ongoing government shutdown now entering its 30th day. Is that what he's really trying to do, end the shutdown? Or end any methods that the Democrats may have right now to put a pin in his tyranny? The filibuster is a long-standing Senate rule that requires 60 of the 100 members to approve most legislation. With 53 to 47 majority, removing the rule would allow Republicans to pass a funding bill without Democratic support. And that funding bill isn't doing too much funding. It's doing more of that defunding that I thought you all hated. It is now time for the Republicans to play their Trump card and go for what is called the nuclear option. Get rid of the filibuster and get rid of it now. Trump wrote on social media. The shutdown, which began on October 1st, has left millions of Americans facing the loss of essential services. Key word here, essential. And for all of you all praising the removal or the suspension, if you will, of these services, aren't you all the same ones that wanted people fired or removed from positions of higher education because they showed lack of empathy because Kirk got Swiss cheesed in the neck? If it continues into the weekend, more than 40 million people could lose access to the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, which provides food aid to low-income households. And most of those households are white. I keep telling you all that the ricochets of racism never miss. Thousands of federal workers have already missed paychecks, and there are growing fears of increased flight delays as air traffic controllers and air support staff work without pay and are using up all of their PTO to go take on gig jobs. Republican Senate Majority Leader John Thune has previously rejected calls to change the filibuster rule to end the shutdown. Lawmakers from both parties have long expressed concerns that scrapping it would erode a key safeguard for the minority party, and would. Well, now we are in power, and if we did what we should be doing, it would immediately end this ridiculous, country-destroying shutdown, Trump wrote in a social media post late on Thursday evening. Here is the thing. Trump cannot see past the moment that he is in. He does not calculate longevity into anything. He is working on the premise that he will be in forever power. Because, yes, he's right. Right now, the GOP, mostly the MAGA faction of the GOP, is the majority. But elections are on the horizon. What happens when you no longer have the power? By Friday, most senators have left Washington for the weekend with little sign of progress towards reopening the government. They take more breaks than school children. But get all the benefits they tell us we don't have the budget for and would destroy the country. It remains unclear whether there is enough support within the Senate to invoke what is known as the nuclear option and eliminate the filibuster. In recent years, both parties have chipped away at filibuster's reach. During former President Joe Biden's administration, some Democrats suggested ending the filibuster to enshrine abortion access and protect voting rights, but it did not get sufficient support within the party, which is a good thing because think about what would be occurring in this administration sans filibuster. The Senate has already made exceptions so that some nominees, including judicial appointees, only need a simple majority vote for confirmation, but most legislation remains subject to the 60-vote threshold. And once again, look at the catastrophic results in amending those rules. Many Republicans fear that ending the filibuster could backfire if Democrats regain control of Congress. The shutdown went into effect on October 1st after Democrats refused to support a stopgap measure to keep the government open until mid-November, unless Republicans agree to extend health care subsidies for low-income Americans. We should not keep going through this budget talk every 1 to 3 business months. They cannot handle the business that we need them to truly handle because they keep going back and forth on how to fund the government. And the GOP is doing this intentionally. Republicans have resisted, accusing Democrats of holding the government hostage over unrelated policy priorities. No, they have not resisted. They have been full throttle in placing the blame in the Democrats. But as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments.